Hola. Oh, un. Okay. Couldn't hear you.
¿Me escuchas?
Oh, no sé.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, sí, yeah.
Bueno, I'm sorry I had added another Catherine Osmond and it looked like it was you.
Oh,
I'm glad you saw the instructions and you added me.
yeah.
Uh, so, welcome. Yo
Thank
me
you.
llamo Nicolás Posada. ¿Cómo te llamas tú?
Me llamo Catalina.
Muy bien. ¿Y dónde vives?
Uh, I can look at notes, right?
You can.
uh,
I'm just expecting you to kind of know that, but that's
Viva.
okay.
That's like, where do you live, right? Or
I
what?
don't know.
My response would be,
Well, let me help you before you go to notes, since this is an oral tutoring.
okay.
I would say, yo vivo en Ocala, Florida. ¿Tú dónde vives?
Oh, soy de Oregon.
Well, I would expect you to follow the model that I just used. So,
Okay. Yo,
yo vivo en Ocala, Florida. ¿Tú dónde vives?
yo soy de Oregon.
Well, you have to use the verb of my question. Like I said, ¿dónde vives?
Vives. Uh, yo vives de Oregon.
Yo vivo en Oregon.
Oh, okay. See. Oh.
Repeat.
Yo vivo de Oregon.
Vivo en Oregon.
Oh, okay. Vivo en Oregon. Yo vivo en Oregon.
Excellent. Yeah. Um, okay, Catherine. Well, I'm assuming this is your first time with me, and well, it is your first time with me.
Yes.
I'm assuming it is your first time doing the tutoring session. So it varies from student to student. The tutoring sessions are not the same. We don't really have a standard way of doing it. It is just us, as its name. We help you and we try to work along with you. I usually try to do what I just did with you. Like, I would ask you questions that would be spontaneous for you, but they would not be very foreign. So, whatever I ask you in Spanish, um, keep in mind that those are things that you must start to be familiarized with. And you know, if it were week 7 or week 8, I would definitely tell you, hey, there's something wrong, and that should be a really, red light for you. As of now, it's the third week. I would say I wouldn't be too lean on the way that I would tell you, relax. So I'd tell you questions like, what's your name? Where do you live? Where are you from? You should be starting a nail.
Okay.
So those are the things that we do here. So either conversational questions like that, or you can ask me questions of Rosetta Stone. What kind of things you have doubt on, vocabulary, maybe notes that you have written down. So you ask me, and I'll be just answering the questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Another way would be, I hear what you have. I hear your draft, and I listen to it, and I correct you as I can. I won't tell you the answers, so we'll work together.
Okay.
Um, so that's pretty much kind of my introduction to what we could do here now. What questions do you have? What doubts do you have?
Okay, this is week
Let me
3.
help you.
So, Donde Viva is where do you live? Is that correct? Or where are you from?
No, where are you from? It's another question.
Okay.
So notice the first one says, where do you live? The verb is live. That's why we say vives
Okay.
or vive. The difference between saying vives and vive, it's that vive, it's the more formal way. That's why you may find it on your assessment, maybe.
Okay.
But vives is the more informal way. So that's why you would hear me saying, donde vives, with S. Now the second one, where are you from? It's the verb to be. Where are you from? And the verb to be, as far as you're concerned, would be now, it's eres or es.
Okay.
So formal way, de donde es. Informal, de donde eres.
Okay.
So, again, if you're writing that down, es, just spelled es.
Yeah, she's got it here on the, like, because she in the printout that for the instructions.
Okay.
She put a bunch of different topics and stuff, so it looks like, you know, because she's got de donde es, de donde vive. Did I say that right? For the first one that you asked me, she's got that, so it's like almost a redundant, just two different ways of saying it.
Can you repeat those two the way they're written down in your paper?
De donde es.
Okay, and the second one?
De donde vive.
Is that exactly the way it's spelled in there?
Vive. Mm-hmm.
No, like the sentence.
Oh, de donde, the DONDE with the accent mark over the O, and then vive, VIVE.
Well, I have to talk to you. Who's your professor?
Keith. What's her first?
I'll make a note of that. What is exactly what you have on your hand right now? Is instruction for assessment number 1?
Yes. The oral, yeah. Because the second one for week 5 is the discussion for the discussion board.
Okay, and those are like question suggestions for you to answer, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, I'll talk to her. There are sometimes discrepancies like this, but just so you know, and you can scratch that on your printout.
Okay.
That question should say, donde vive. It should not have the word de at the beginning.
I said donde. I didn't say de donde. It's just donde. DONDE.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't. To me for the word de.
Yeah.
So read again those two questions.
Okay. The first one's de donde es. The second one's just donde vive.
Okay, well, now you corrected it. Good.
Okay. And I could have
Did
accidentally.
you get the two?
Huh?
Did you get the difference between the two?
Kind of. I was looking for my pen and I have misplaced it.
Now let me ask you, in your handout now, does it say those two are interchangeable or are the same?
No.
Okay, I thought you said that too.
I'm-
You're right, it's not the same. One says, where are you from? In my case, I would say, yo soy de Colombia. On the other question, ¿dónde vives? I would answer, yo vivo en Florida.
Okay.
They're different.
Okay, yeah.
People
De donde, okay. Where are you from as opposed to where do you live? Okay.
There's people that live where they're from, and just in general, as a cultural thing that I've seen in people from the States, when you ask somebody where are you from, they automatically tell you where you live. They don't necessarily tell you, oh, I was born in Germany.
Yeah.
I just live in Florida. Okay, I think I explained that.
That yes, that helped quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, then I've got definitely some corrections to do on my presentation.
I'm ready when you are. Don't stop. Just go all the way through. Don't read to me the questions. Just do it as you would do it for the video, and again, don't stop. And I'll make corrections at the end.
Okay. So this is what I have. Hola, me llamo Catalina. Soy es cuarenta, cuarenta y tres. Tengo tres hijas, las edades 19, 12 y 10. Soy de Oregon. Yo trabajo como un proveedor de servicios para las personas mayores. Vivimos en una casa de 2 dormitorios. Nos gusta cocinar y acampar. Estoy comprometida con un hombre guapo. Hemos estado juntos durante 3 años. Tenemos un perro y 3 gatos. Queremos un caballo. That's what I've got so far.
Would you close it?
Oh, I didn't get that far. That's all I had gotten.
Well, it's not that long. What would your ideas be for closing?
I would probably close it with because it's more of a greeting and telling hey, this is who I am. So I'd probably say, nice to meet you. Adios, Catalina.
Okay.
But
So you can write this down.
Let me grab a pen.
Know the way you say nice to meet you.
You just need a pen or a pencil. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say them, the 2 words, and then if you need me to spell it, I'll spell it. This is how it goes. Mucho gusto. Mucho
Gusto.
How did you spell that?
Mucho. Mucho. Gusto. Gusto.
Excellent. That means nice to meet you. And so you don't have to say any more of the English. Nice to meet you. Adios. You can do it in Spanish.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what?
Say to me, nice to meet you, goodbye.
Oh. Muchos gustos. Adios.
Repeat that again.
Mucho gusto. Adios.
Yeah.
I put the muchos.
Yeah, don't add any S's there. Alright, we don't have much time to go through all of the things I would like to correct with
Okay.
that you learned. But I'm going to focus on the more important ones that were major mistakes. So if we don't have enough time, we'll have to cut it off, and then I would suggest you do another appointment and we'll correct that.
Okay.
So, the way you're saying the ages of people, including yourself, it's not quite right.
Okay.
We don't say I am 22. We say I have 22 years. And we would also say for a third person, she has 22 years, he has 22 years, they have 22 years. So, having said that, how would you say that you have 43?
What is they have? And a lot of I don't have like where it rolls right off.
Okay. Well, let me help you because for the sake of time.
Okay.
It's tengo.
You said yo tango?
Tengo.
Tango?
43 años.
Okay.
Now, if I gave you already the conjugation for you, what would you do for your children? Now, don't say the word edad. That would be just complicating yourself. I would just say again, since you said yo tengo 43 años, now say she has 20, she has 10, she has...
Ellos tengo 19.
It's just one?
Ella tengo 12 y ella tengo 10.
Okay, instead of saying ella, you could say their names. And
Okay.
remember, this is something, that's why I don't like to give answers, because otherwise you won't be learning.
Okay.
We have conjugations, so the way you said I have 43 is not the way you would say she has 43.
Okay.
You have to change the word tengo to the word tiene.
Okay.
So tengo is for you, tiene it's for he or she. Yo tengo, él tiene. Yo tengo, ella tiene. Or in this case, you won't say él or ella, you will say their names. Go ahead and try that.
Okay. So, I'll start from the beginning. Yo tengo 43. Taylor tiene 19. Samantha tiene 12. Rachel tiene 10.
Excellent. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the main thing I would like you to correct. The other things are minor, but let's just go through them until we stop here at time. Your name is Catherine.
Catherine, yes.
You say Catalina.
Is that not correct? The Catalina that Catherine is, or Catalina's Catherine in Spanish?
Yeah.
Or Kathy?
Not that I know of. No.
Really? That's
the name Catalina is a different name.
Okay.
Caterine, it's a different one.
Okay.
I would say your name, it's either Catherine or Caterine. If you want to pronounce the E, it's up to you.
Okay.
This is another concept you would have to start learning in Spanish because English does not have it, and it's the gender of the words.
Okay.
When you are classifying yourself as a provider, that's your work, that's your adjective.
Mm-hmm.
It should be adjusted for your gender, sir. So instead of saying the masculine proveedor, what would you change it to?
Proveedor?
Not quite. Don't get rid of the R at the end.
Proveedora?
Do it again.
Proveedora?
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way.
Okay.
Spell for me. Pronounce for me the word. I don't know if you were trying to say majors or older.
Mayores? Mayores.
Spell that again for me.
Mayores.
Yes. So the Y should be stronger than what you're doing it.
So mayores.
Yes.
Okay. So. Okay.
And the A should be A.
Mayores.
Yes. Don't do the English version. Would be may. Don't do may. Do ma.
Mayores. Okay, that helps.
Excellent. Now you also brought in the English version of the word dormitories.
So
again for me.
It's dormitorios. Torios.
That's it. Yeah. You gotta pronounce the I and the O. Don't leave them out.
Okay.
Do it again.
Dormitorios.
Excellent. The word we have a dog. Just read for me the word we have.
The Tiamos? Or Tenamos?
No. Remember that the E's in Spanish are pronounced E.
Okay. Tenemos?
Perfect. That is great. And now, this is a verb you may not know necessarily, but it's we want a horse. Read the word again. We want for me.
Queremos.
Keep in mind the E's again.
Que.
And now
Queremos?
the intonation will go in the second syllable. Queremos.
Okay. Queremos.
Yes.
Is that right? Queremos?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to cut it out there, Catherine.
Okay.
Because it's time. But, feel free to call us when you need. Just make the appointment and show up, and then we'll get to have a full 30-minute appointment.
Okay.
No interruptions, and we'll be able to get done a lot more things.
Okay, I'll probably set one up hopefully for next week when I don't have to work. So thank you very much.
Sounds good.
All right. Adios.